I'm Pete Lehner from Minneapolis, and today I'm going to show you how to set up a Jayco 1007. It's a 2011 model. So with the camper level, wheels chalked, you're gonna make sure it's level, and I have a level here on this camper, what you can also use here in the bucket of tricks is standard level like this. The back wheels, if you're not on level ground, you can use these levelers to make that happen. Alright, once that's done, which it already is here, you're going to undo these 4 clasps, one on each corner. There you go. And I've already undone the other 2 on the other side for this demonstration. Then over here, your power button, push this in, and then the top button, you're going to push top button for up, and up it goes. And we're going to go all the way up until the cable is taut but not too tight, and I'll show you what that means in a little bit. Up, up, up. Alright, so we're most of the way up, and focus on this little cable here. This tells you how high to go. We're going to wait for it to get tight and not too tight. So loose. Right there. We're good. Okay? Alright, next I am going to pull the beds out. This model has the brackets underneath the bed on board, and we'll see that. Pull it all the way out. Super important, now you put these on before anyone enters the camper. So underneath, first one here, push the button, release. And push this button, release. They're going to go right here. I'm going to use my back to lift. I'm going to do the other one first. That went in came out too far. Interesting. Why don't you pause that?
Here we go. Hang on.
All right. So focus here. I sent you to the wrong area. This front groove is where you're headed. All right. Not the back one. I'm going to raise it with my back. So that's the first one. And then the second one. Like so. Alright. We're going to do the back. Same on the back bed. Okay. Okay. 1 and 2. And just because we're doing this in one take, I'm going to back up to something that I didn't do yet, so you get to learn. We're going to grab this from the door, and before I pull the beds out, we were supposed to do this. So we're going to do that right now. So once your camper is level, then you lower these, you give it a little tension, not a lot. These are not meant to lift the camper, they're just meant to stabilize it so it can't wiggle back and forth. So I'm going to do that on all 4 corners. Okay, it's on the ground. Give it a little bit extra, and that's it. Right, and
Wait.
Okay. Now, I'm going to pull this step out. The next thing we're going to do is lower the door. So hop in, and then the door that's set on the ceiling during travel. So the first thing you do is unsnap like so, We're going to do that on the other side of the matching snap. These cables are here, prevents it from falling on your head, which is good. Next, up here I'm going to turn this 90 degrees, spin this down. Now you lift the door out of its bracket. I'm going to use my head to stabilize. I'm going to swing it down. We're going to get it out of the camper, swing it all the way forward, and then this bottom piece of metal sits in this little bracket there. All right, with that door in position, now I'm going to, let's stabilize the top first. How about push this up here, slide that over, slide that over. All right, top stabilized, bottom in position. All right, now the door is in position. You're gonna swing these 4 over. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I do want to show you something about this. The bottom of the screen door has this piece of metal trim. This is L-shaped and it fits in the bracket down here, and this is part of the camper frame. This sits in here to keep the door from flopping around. So once that's in position, then you turn these 90 degrees so your door is secure. Now we're going to go outside and Velcro the beds, Velcro the door. Alright, so Velcroing the door, simple. One here, and on this side, okay. Velcroing the beds. This is important for kind of child safety. You don't want to let your kids in before you do this. They could slide out off the bed onto the ground if you don't Velcro these. So, alright, so I'm going to do that on this side. I'm going to pull this down. Let me redo that. So that corner here, that's important. You're going to pull this corner over the edge. Okay, I'm going to go to the other side. This is already down, that's in position. Velcro. Okay, going to the other side. This one slid over a bit, so I'm going to slide it out this way and then down and underneath. So okay, that's good. Okay. Did all sides. Now we're going to, during my first walk around, we could have been doing this on all 4 corners. You're going to pull these out, and you're going to wrap these rods, making sure the flap on top is straight and up, and this is all the way down. You're just going to Velcro that. Push this behind. Over. Just down all the way here and up on top. Okay.
Second.
All right. This door can be removed, and while you're camping, just set aside. We'll place it the exterior facing out. Just set it right here. It'll get splashed on all week, but that's probably fine. Open your door. We are going to head inside and set up the beds. So I put the rods underneath the mattress. I'm going to lift it real good. One of the ends of this rod tends to scrape the pad, so I'm going to put this end here. So I lifted the mattress nice and high before removing the rods. Then we put that right here. We're going to raise it up. Now I have it backwards. I'm going to flip it. Okay. The shepherd's hook needs to be pointed up. Slowly, not too much force. Then we're snapping it here. I'm going to push this button in. There you go. That's that side. I've covered these mattresses with a waterproof mattress cover. This is a good idea for many reasons. We'll do the other side just the same. Under the mattress is the shepherd's hook. Face up. Put that in position here. Gently raise it up. And then push this button in and release. Okay. Now we're ready to set up some tables and take a few things out of here to make room for that. All right, and before we take the tables off, I just want to point out we've maximized our storage here. We have chairs. You can put a pack and play, bins. Table facing up allows for more storage, so that's true on both sides. Our exterior doormat, or exterior mat, is underneath here. We'll remove all of that.
And go.
All right, one more thing. These carpet squares, good idea to have these. We set these down. It's a good kind of mud control, dust control. So they're nice and flat, take up no room. All right, now this table is designed to sit right here. We choose to set it outside behind the smaller bed, or next to the smaller bed, as extra storage. It's just easier that way to have an exterior kitchen. All right, so this would sit right here, but you could choose to set outside, and we're going to do that for the rest of this demonstration.